We live in an era that rewards giving up. There's an entire industry dedicated to telling you that your health is out of your hands, that discipline is oppressive, and that being chronically out of shape is just a diverse lived experience. It's a comfortable lie, isn't it? If your body is just a collection of genetic accidents and systemic failures, then you don't have to do anything. You can just sit on the couch, order the double whatever, and feel like a victim of the universe instead of a participant in your own decline. But let's be real. Fat liberation is just a rebranding of self-destruction. It's a movement that asks you to trade your long-term vitality for short-term comfort. It's the ultimate lack of accountability. If you've spent more than 5 minutes on the internet lately, you've seen the pitch. Every second influencer is looking you in the eye and telling you that you're too busy to feed yourself. They hold up a plastic wrap tray of Factor, Hungry Root, or some other microwavable slurry and call it fuel for a high-performance lifestyle. Let's really call it what it is. Overpriced airline food for people who have surrendered their autonomy. These companies don't sell health. They sell the permission to be lazy, and that permeates every other aspect of your life. They target the time poor narrative because they know if they can convince you that boiling a pot of water is a project, they own you. They've successfully convinced a generation of adults that peeling a potato is a specialized skill they just don't have time for. But let's get one thing straight, alright? You're not time poor, you're poor at time management. If you have time to doom scroll for 20 minutes, you have time to sear a chicken breast and toss a salad. Microwaving a plastic tray of sodium-heavy pseudo-health isn't self-care, it's a subscription to helplessness. Real health doesn't come in a vacuum-sealed box delivered to your porch. It comes from the work you put in. When you cook, you're not just avoiding the bullshit and the hidden sugars of the convenience industry. You're practicing accountability. The body liberation crowd and the meal kit sponsors want the same thing. They want you to stop asking questions and just consume. One tells you that your weight doesn't matter. The other tells you that your effort doesn't matter. Both are designed to keep you soft, tired, and dependent. Real self-care is looking at a pile of raw, whole ingredients and realizing that the only thing standing between you and a better life is your own willingness to stand at the stove for 15 frickin' minutes. There is a specific kind of pride that comes from eating a plate that you made yourself. The fat acceptance crowd wants to take that pride away from you. They want you to believe that there's no difference between a home-cooked meal and a box of donuts because all food is neutral. That's a lie. Your cells know the difference. Your heart knows the difference. And deep down, you know the difference. Choosing to eat well isn't fat phobia. It's self-respect. It's acknowledging that your choices have consequences and choosing the consequences that lead to life instead of stagnation. You can spend your life waiting for the world to stop shaming you, or you can build a life that you're actually proud of. One of those paths require a victim mindset and a lot of expensive delivery fees. The other just requires a skillet and the guts to stop making excuses. Self-care isn't about accepting your flaws. It's about having the disciplines to fix the ones that are killing you. Stop telling yourself you don't have the time. Start admitting you just didn't have the discipline before. That's all I've got for you today. Let me know what you think of this format. It is very different from my normal one. But like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one next week. Bye.